Hey guys, today I'm going to be trying to show you how to make a Mandrake slime. So, I'll show you what you need first. First, you'll need green clay. You'll need like maybe a brownish, tannish, orangish types of clay that you will use to mix to make the Mandrake color. And then you need, like, if you want to make like me, you'll need tan, green, and brown. You'll also need some sort of clay sculpting tool. I just use a red pen, anything you can find. You'll either need brown food dye or a ton of food dye. Black, green, blue, you'll see later in the video, red, yellow. If you want to watch me try to make it. It might be a fail. You'll also need borax or any way of activating. I chose borax. You'll need at least 2 bowls, a container or anything to store your slime in. And right here we took off the label of the container, so we just used the sticky part to stick some paper that we just cut in a little strip right there. And so we also need shaving foam, which is optional if you want to make yours a little fluffy. I'm not going to make mine too fluffy. Lotion if you want to soften it or make it like glossy. You can have some type of sparkles. These ones are dark. And you might need a couple spoons. So we're going to start off by just, also you will need an oven. So I got my Hogwarts throw button here, and I'm just going to hurry and clip it. And so you're going to start off by taking your clay. I also made these earmuffs. Okay, I'm going to show you my Mandrake. Here he is. So I made him by first starting with a ball of oven baked like tannish clay. I just made that into a ball, and then I mixed some brown in to make him a little darker because the tan was pretty light. And then I took and rolled him into mixed it together really nicely, rolled it into a ball, and started to making it a little longer, if you can tell, instead of a ball. And then I just took my finger right here and kind of made it so he has an indent to make his head a little bit. Then I took pieces of clay and took little hands and just basically took a little piece of clay, rolled it out, stuck it on there, smoothed it a little bit, and added these little hands. This one I took some brown and some green, mixed it together, and then put it in his little hand. Nice thing about him is he can hang on to things because of his little hands. Let's show you something. Look, so here. Ooh. There we go. See, he's hanging on. He can hang on to a lot of things that his hands can fit over. So, then I took some green and I just stuck a hole with my pinky, or you could use a pen. I also did use the pen, or you could use an end of a spoon, and I just made a little hole, and then I took and made some leaves. I just made a little leaf shape, and with my pen I took it and drew a little line. And then for the face, I took my pen, and this is actually not a red pen, it's a pencil. But I used a red pen to add color to the mouth. And I just took it and made triangles as the face. And then the mouth, I made kind of an open crying. And then for detail, I started with just my fingernail and just went in and just took the little fingernail and made lots of lines for detail. I don't know if you can see that. And then I took my pencil and dotted it everywhere. And then I just made these little earmuffs to be fun. And I just took my green and rolled it out, and then I took it and made it to see if it could fit on him so he could wear them, which was I thought was kind of cute. And so he can put them on and off. Sorry if I like them like, ooh, because bees are like landing on me and stuff. So then you bake that. I baked this one for probably 15 minutes about, but you could bake it longer. Just don't overbake it. And then this one I baked for 30 to 35 minutes. And you just have to be careful because the leaves on top are sort of fragile. So you don't want to like break those. And then I took a little bit of brown clay and kind of smudged it on the bottom of him. And I added a little tail. I know they don't have tails, but it's to hold him up so he doesn't like fall over as easily. See? So that's what I did. And then we're going to start on our borax solution. So you take a bowl. This one has old borax in it, so I'm just going to take out that real fast. The borax dried. Okay. And now I'm going to go fill this bowl up with hot water, about halfway. Okay, so I'm back, and I went ahead and got some sunglasses so you could see better. So that's what I did, and then I have hot water. So we have a hot water stream thing, like straight hot water instead of soap dispenser. So I put half hot water, half just normal water so that I wouldn't be too hot and wouldn't like burn my hands. I'm pretty sure this will be enough, and I don't really have exact measurements, so take the borax and just do like 2 spoonfuls. About, maybe that'll be too much. I'm not exactly sure. 1 or 2, 1.5 maybe. Okay, so it just depends on how strong you want it. And I'm just stirring it because the hot water helps it dissolve. You don't have to do hot water, but getting borax chunks in your slime will be very fun. So I wouldn't. Okay, so we have our mandrake, and once you finish baking it, which mine's already baked because I baked it last night. Oh, I also forgot to tell you with the earmuffs, I added some brown on here to make it like a brown drizzle, and then I just add some dots to make it kind of look nice. So those might be hot when you take them out of the oven. Well, they will be, but you can just let them sit for a while. So that's the mandrake in those, and so I'm just going to take those and put those to the side for now. And so I'm going to stir this up. I don't know if you can see my face, let me change positions. Okay, well, it's almost all melted, so it should be good. So now, let's take our other bowl, which unfortunately my sparkles spilled in, so at least we're going to use them. So if you can't see those, there's my sparkles. I hope you can see. Yes, so there's a lot of sparkles spilled in there. Now, we're just going to try to make brown food dye, because I do not have brown food dye. If you have brown food dye, you can probably just skip right over this part. Or you can watch it if you're like, oh, that's interesting to me. How do you make brown food dye? So I'm going to grab my recipe right here, off to the side. And I'm just going to start with red food dye and yellow food dye. I'll grab out some yellow. Here's a pastel yellow. I don't know if it makes a difference. And here's normal yellow if you guys want me, if I should use that. And now let's get red out. I got red. There we go. Okay. Now we're just going to start by adding 1 drop of red. This red is kind of gelish, so it might come out kind of a little more. Yeah, that's more than 1 drop. So I'm going to take my spoon, because I don't need that anymore. We're going to set this activator to the side to dissolve. It's already dissolved, but, well, most of it. And we got some red food dye right there. Just going to add that into the bowl. Then we're going to add 10 drops of yellow. I've never tested this recipe, so if it doesn't work, I'm sorry. It's going to be a little wonky. We're going to add 5 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just going to stir that 5 real fast to see how it's looking. So it just looks orange right now. That's not the finished product. And now we're going to do 5 more of these. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to become really orange now. Oh gosh, I dropped it. It didn't get dye anywhere though. It's all good. And I will definitely clean up after this. So, all those people who are doubting me, I will clean up. Okay, next color is blue. So we're going to add a drop of blue. And if this makes black, sorry, I don't know if this works yet. So I went ahead and grabbed probably all the colors that it says you can use. And we're just going to go ahead and add blue to this mixture. So it says 1 drop of blue for a darker brown. So if you want a lighter brown, of course you can do that. And once like this blue is out, luckily I have a backup blue. So here we go. This one's also gel. I recommend actually using not gel just because you can get drops better. But anyway, it works. I'm using half gel, half not gel. So actually mostly gel. So, and it's actually like already starting to work a little bit. I feel like this needs like a little water in it or something. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I might need to add a little water, but it already looks like maroonish. If you want to see that. It's kind of runny. And then you can see the sparkles that I'm going to add. So, as I was carrying it, the sparkles opened. Okay, next is red or yellow if the dye looks gray or black. The dye looks kind of maroonish, so add orange or green to lighten the red and green mixture. Let's add some green right now. So here we go. Here's the green dye, and I don't know, I think this is dropper. So there we go, there's 1 drop of green. And I don't know if this is exactly an accurate thing or not, but it's starting to look like brown, so that's good. And this is the bowl I'm just going to add my slime straight into, because then I will already have brown food dye. And I'm guessing this will be a kind of dark brown, because it actually looks a lot like brown. So that's really good. And it's starting to look a lot like brown. I will show you, but it also looks a bit orangey. If you can see that. It looks a lot like brown. But now I'm just going to go ahead and add just a little bit of black. Here. To this little black skewer. Just add a bit of black. Okay. Let's use our spoon and get a little black on that, because that might help. I hope this works because color-wise. Okay. I'm just going to stir this up and I'll show you in a bit. Okay, so I had an idea. I thought maybe I should put some glue in and see what happens. Wow, 1 sec. Let's see this without my sunglasses on. So it looks a lot like brown. So I feel like we can add some glue and see what color it is, and that might help us because it might even whiten with the glue. So we're just gonna go ahead and add some glue. And glue, it depends on how much slime you want to make. So today we're making a small jar, so we probably don't want very much. And any extra will just go into an extra jar or an extra bag. Any of that stuff that you want to use it. Ooh, okay. There we go, that's quite enough. And sorry about the lighting, I don't really know how good it is. But now we go. And we're just going to stir this up. Oh, wow, that looks so nice. Already. It looks a little bit yellow though, so we might need another drop of red. That's what I'm thinking. But it actually looks really good. I'm really, really impressed. It needs a little black, a little blue. Okay, let's do a little drop of blue. We're gonna add a little drop of blue. Just 1 drop. Okay, that might change it completely, so let's see. Guys, it worked. I added 1 drop of blue, 1 drop of red, and 1 drop of black off camera, and it looks so much like brown. And we're trying to make brown, by the way, because this is going to be dirt for the mandarin to sit in. Mandrake, sorry. Not a mandarin orange. There we go. Look at that. That looks so nice. It looks just like brown. Perfect. Now, if you guys like your color and you don't want to accidentally whiten it, you don't do this, or if you don't want it fluffy, but I'm just adding like hardly any shaving foam just to soften it just a little bit. I'll show you how much I added. So not a lot, just a little top layer, and this is going to change the color lighter, but it's still going to look really nice. It still looks like brown, so it's still good. And there we go, look at that, I made brown. Because we are all out of brown food dye from cake decorating and birthday cakes and stuff, cupcakes. Oh, look how nice that is. Like, let's say we were making a monster cupcake, then we made like a brown monster or something. So it actually works. I was very shocked. Now, if you want to see that again, you can go back in the video and like watch that again. I just added some black sparkles because I thought that would kind of make it give a good effect, like it was dirt or like the ground, and they're pulling it up out of the ground, and that looks pretty good. I think this is gonna be good. Okay, now that we have our good mixture here, don't want it to just spill all out, so I'm trying to do my best. We're going to take a spray bottle because this is just the way we do it. Oh, that's had stuff in it. Just water. Just has strong. Okay, then we are going to take our funnel, and I'll grab that real quickly. Okay, so here's my funnel, and the camera might not show the justice of brown. I mean, it looked better before I added the shaving foam in, the color-wise, but you can always just go back in with another, like, half drop of black, and it should just darken it right back up. Okay, so I just poured my borax solution into here just to make it a more efficient way. This is the way we do it. And it's cooled off a little bit so it won't like melt your slime or hurt your hands or anything. And here we go, we have it in a spray bottle. So just, there we go. So we just spray that and mix it. And slime doesn't smell very good, so we're going to add some lotion. 1 second, I just have to go get something. Okay guys, I'm back. I just remembered that this used to have orange vinegar cleaning supplies in it, if you guys can tell. And I just forgot that vinegar melts slime. So I had to go wash it out, and because I didn't wash it too thoroughly. I mean, I washed it thoroughly, of course, but it just had water and vinegar in it and orange to make it smell better. But, so I refilled it up with hot water, and I'm just going to add the borax in here. And I'm going to add a little less because that was a little strong. So I'm going to add that much. And if you get any extra, the nice thing about using a funnel is it can funnel back into your box. There we go. Now, I hope I didn't pour too much because I wasn't really looking or measuring. But that seems about good, and I just gotta let that melt. Okay, I'm just gonna let that melt. Here we go. This is all disintegrated. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing too well, so I'm just gonna prep that up just a little more. So now we're just going to screw on the top here, and we're going to finally get to spray the slime because vinegar melts slime. Okay, so I just spray it and it starts to activate already. You can just do as many sprays as you need. You don't need to worry about like how much activator you add in, because it's just, you can just do one spray at a time, and it doesn't not very much comes out in a spray. So I'm just going to stir that up. Just add a couple of sprays, and I will show you when it's activated. While I'm mixing this in, I wanted to tell you a tip about using a spray bottle for borax. It's if you use a spray bottle for borax and you like don't let it disintegrate all the way, then it will maybe clog your spray bottle. So that's why you want to let it disintegrate all the way. Otherwise, if you're just using it in a bottle, like not in a bottle, and you're just using it in a bowl, and you just use a spoon to spoon it in, then, or like a little cup, then you just make sure in your cup or your spoon you don't have any borax. Otherwise, you don't really need to wait till it disintegrates. It'll just take a little longer to activate because the activator is not as potent, because it's not all disintegrated in yet. So this slime's almost ready. It's just still a little sticky. And the nice thing about the spray bottle is one spray, it like just makes it like a little less sticky. It doesn't add too much or too less. So you can make your slime the way you want it, even without a spray bottle. Just the way you want your slime, you can make it instead of like, so it can be stickier if you want it stickier. It can be less sticky if you want it less sticky. It can be hard if you like it hard. It could be rippy if you like it rippy. But if you want it stretchy, just if it's hard at the end, just take it and add like this clump of lotion. And if it's still not as stretchy as you want it, you can add more lotion. But the lotion does melt your slime, and oh, my table is too hot. My table has been sitting out in the sun, so I'm just going to hurry and get that out really quickly. And it didn't pause. Okay, I got it out of the table the best I could, and I will clean it up after, just for the video's sake. I'm going to now take my jar, and I'm going to actually take off the label so I don't get any slime on it, but I'm going to put that on again later. Right after, there's my label right there, and here's my slime. And I'm just going to take it, open that, and put some slime in. Ooh, I think I made a really good amount, because you still want a little room for your charm, and that's when the charm comes in. You can stick him in deep enough, and the nice thing is you can pull him out of the ground, and ooh, no, he broke. I'll have to fix him. If they are breaking really easily, just take super glue or bake them longer, because it'll be good. And then you can pull them out of the ground. Clay is really fragile, so you have to be very careful with it. You can pull him out of the ground, and he looks like muddy, which is helpful because he looks nice. And if you want this to stick to your guy less, just add an extra couple sprays of activator to make it a little more stiff. It's not going to be bad. It's just going to be less sticky, and it won't stick. But if yours doesn't stick in the first place, it's just that you like your slime the way I like my slime kind of a little bit sticky, so it's extra stretchy. But some people just like it not as much, so like it's still stretchy, like really good, but it's just not as stretchy. And this slime's super good. It's fluffy slime, so it doesn't have that click. And now it's coming off the table, by the way. It doesn't have as much click, but okay, let's just, because it's fluffy. Fluffy doesn't have as good of click. But yeah, I'm going to super glue my little guy's lead top back on. For now, I'm just going to stick it with a little bit of slime because we're going to make the label now. Ta-da. Sorry he broke. If yours breaks, I'm really sorry. It's just the way clay works. Mine's, by the way, oven baked clay. I don't know if air dry does anything in slime or not, but I was pulling on his tops a little too hard, so it's my fault. It won't be the clay's fault. So here we go. See, that goes right on, and we're just going to take that off to write on it. So I'm going to write Mandrake on it. So I'm going to get my pencil, which doesn't work. I'm going to go get some colored pencils. I'm back with my colors. Sorry, I did have my colors, but I brought my dye back inside that I used, and they were in the container with the dye on accident. So this slime's just melting a little bit by the sun. So slime doesn't do very well outside because if it's a really cold day, the slime gets harder than usual, and when you go back inside, it just thaws and goes back to the same consistency, or sometimes even softer, depends, or sometimes even harder. But outside, if it melts it, so I'm just going to put this down low in the shade, because sometimes if it melts it, it just doesn't make it as good. And this is a farting slime, but to all those who like farting slimes, this is going to go in the shade. Now I got my colors. I got pinkish, brown, 2 different types of green. So I'm just going to lay out my wrapper, the side that I want to write on, and I'm just going to start with the brown. Actually, I'm going to start with my pencil because it's good to start with the pencil. And I'll show you in a second when I'm done. Sorry this video was so long. I'm just going to tape this on really fast, or stick it on, and then this video is going to be done. I'm going to stick them in, and I'm just going to glue it. So, and then it will be the final product, I promise. And here's the final product. Maybe. Ta-da.